Welcome. Today we're going to be working with some review problems with rate and with unit pricing. So these are problems that you can try on your own if you want, or just follow along with me. You can print off the worksheet and do it on your own and then check your answers. There's several different ways to work with this. So we want to find each rate and we want to round the answers to the nearest hundredth. And part of doing rate is to be able to give a label that describes the rate. So for number one, we're going to find the rate of 45 miles in 9 hours. And remember that rate means for every one. So I'm going to have 45 miles divided by 9 hours. And I'm going to divide both of those by 9. It's going to reduce down to 5 miles for 1 hour. 5 miles per hour would be that rate. Second one, we want to do 52 feet in 13 seconds. So we're going to end up with feet per second as a label. 52 feet and 13 seconds. We'll divide both of them by 13. So we're going to get 4. 52 divided by 13 is 4. 13 divided by 13 is 1. So we have 4 feet for every 1 second. That's 4 feet per second. So that's how you would write the label with abbreviations. The next one's kind of a strange one. We have 60 ounces of grass seed and we have 3,000 square feet of lawn. We want to know how much grass seed for every 1 square foot of lawn. So it's 60 ounces and 3,000 square feet. FTS with the little 2 is the same as SQFT, the same as square feet. So I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by 3,000. And we're going to get a strange number on the top because 60 divided by 3,000 isn't going to be a whole number, is it? It's going to be 0.02. Those are ounces. And that's for 1 square foot. So it's 0.02 ounces per square feet. So you could write it like this, 0.02 ounces per, that line means per, square feet. Looks like that. Okay. Okay, number 4. We don't always have whole number answers when we're getting rates. Our instructions said round to the nearest hundredth if it doesn't come out to be something that's a whole number or already in hundreds. We're going to come out with miles per gallon here. We have miles driven and 16.4 gallons of gas. So we're going to get miles per gallon. (402.3 miles and 16.4 gallons. We're going to divide the top and the bottom both by 16.4. And when you do that, the top becomes 24.53 and the bottom becomes 1. So we're going to have 24.53 miles per gallon. Miles per gallon is MPG. number 5, we have gallons of gas, and we're going to find out how many gallons of gas you use for 1 mile. That's kind of an unusual rate, isn't it? We have 18.2 gallons of gas used. So 18.2 gallons, and we have 451 miles. So 451 miles. So it's going to be, instead of miles per gallon, it's going to be gallons per mile. Well, miles per gallon is sort of the usual way to come up with that rate, because you want to know how many miles you can go on 1 gallon of gas. Doing it the other way around, we're going to figure out how much gallons you'd use for every 1 mile. If I divide the top and the bottom by 451, I get 0.04 gallons for 1 mile. 0.04 gallons per mile. Notice we don't do GPM because that's not a usual and customary kind of a rate. The MPG is a usual rate, so it's okay to write it that way. So there's some rates. Let's take a look at a couple of unit price problems. Remember the unit price problems, we find the price in cents per ounce, and we round to the nearest thousandth of a cent. And then we're going to determine which size has the lowest unit price. So if I have $2.59, and we have 13.5 ounces, remember we took the $2.59 and changed it into 259 cents. So we can come up with cents per ounce. When we divide the top and the bottom by 13.5, we're going to get 19.185 cents for 1 ounce. So that's cents per ounce. The other price is $3.99, and we're going to use it with the 25.4 ounces. We've got $3.99, and we have 25.4 ounces. That's 399 cents over 25.4 ounces. We do our division, we're going to get 15.709 cents for 1 ounce. So we have a 19 cent per ounce price and a 15 cents per ounce price. Obviously the lowest unit price is the 25.4 ounce bottle. Is the lowest price. One more. This time we have fabric softener, and we have 40 ounces for $3.23. So we're going to take our $3.23 and make it into cents. We have 40 ounces. So we're going to come up with cents per ounce. When we divide, we get 8.075 cents per ounce. On the last one, it's $10.69. So I'll have 1069 cents, and we have 120 ounces. When we divide the top and the bottom by 120, we get 8.908 cents per ounce. This time, the 40 ounce, the smaller bottle, was the better unit price. Generally, the larger bottle is the price, but this time it turned out that we have 8.075. So the smaller amount, the 40 ounces, was the better unit price. So there's a few practice problems for you to work with both the rate idea and the unit price. Those are both important ideas, and you'll be seeing those on our next test.